2025
World Beard and
Mustache
Mustache
Championship. That's a thing?
10% of men in the world grow out their mustache.
There are actual real bees in my mustache.
World Beard and Mustache Championships.
I'm pretty much the team captain for Team Death Grip.
It was like us, like 3. And then the next year we had another 4. And then the next year we have another 4. And this year, what do we have, like 20 guys with us? Like, it's a crew. I've never really thought it was gonna develop into that. I just thought it was like just us guys talking about mustaches, but like, it's not just that. It's the way that Levi talks to you, the way that he encourages you to like just really, do your best. Actually, it's become a tight-knit group. Like, we're here for the competition, but I feel like we're more so here to like see everybody.
This is a global brotherhood, worldwide.
We have brothers in Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Russia, Germany, Ukraine, Canada, Switzerland, and Mexico.
I started to meet all these people from all over the world, and it actually sparked my interest in traveling and stuff like that. And now I literally know people all over the world, and they're friends. Like, you can call them when you're coming to their city, and they make a point to like, let's meet up, let's hang out. And if you have a place, if you need a place to stay, you can stay with us. It's just like, you never thought like something like that would come from like mustache competitions.
I think we as men spend a lot of our life with the world on our shoulders, and we think it's our cross to bear, and we got to go through this world alone, and that's the farthest thing from the truth, man.
Like, so many companies out there don't do anything but just push their products, but with Death Grip, there is the brotherhood.
I mean, you literally feel like everybody's your brother. Everyone's always willing to help you or give you advice.
You know, I know several guys are going through a lot of stuff, and it's like, if you ever need us, we're a phone call away. You need a place to crash, I'm here. It is so much of a family aspect. And Levi has just done a phenomenal job on building that up.
It's about showing up for each other when you really need it the most. To make fewer wrong assumptions, to let go of biases and stereotypes that unnecessarily divide us. Maybe then we can better embrace the way we are the same.
Everyone's trying to lift everyone up. You share different little things. Somebody might be shaving, and they're like, oh, I can't seem to get it the right way. And you have all these guys trying to help. And so I found a place in that very similar to like when I was in the Army. And I'm hoping to be the example and help lift others up, because I want to see so many mustaches on the stage.
There was a time when men took pride in their appearance, being clean shaven, curling their mustaches with care, pressing their shirts, making sure every detail was sharp and clean. Death Grip isn't just reviving that image, it's reigniting a mindset. Take pride in how you show up in the world.
I look to Levi as somebody who is a leader. And I don't just mean he's out there like some general on a battlefield, but he sets the example, right? He is who you want to be. And he's very humble. He's very passionate about what he does. He loves what he does. He loves the camaraderie. He loves the brotherhood.
Levi, him being the visionary, vision reaches beyond the thing that is into the conception of what can be. Imagination gives you the picture, but vision gives you that impulse to make that picture your own.
The reason that I grew this mustache was because I thought it was funny. And then I noticed that other people would smile or laugh or maybe crack a joke about it. Maybe say, I must ask you a question. Like, I haven't heard that one before. No.
I get stares. I love when children walk into walls staring at me. Because I don't break eye contact, I just look at them, and they almost always walk into a trash can at an airport or a wall or something.
Kids in the grocery stores are tugging on their mother's arm and wanting them to look and see. And
they're just like, Mom, mustache.
Literally once a week, I would get a group of drunk women to ask if they could touch my mustache.
People just like, hey, I love your mustache, want to take a picture with you, whatever. So, I'm there with friends, and then they just end up making like a game, oh, another person, how many are we gonna get today?
One kid called me the Lorax. He started screaming Lorax and pointing at them all, and it echoed. Everybody's like, what the heck is going on? It's every week, and I love it.
I was at a school event for my daughter, and I had my mustache done up, and there was a young lady, And as I passed, she said, "Nice mustache. Is it real?" I said, "Yeah, do you want to feel it?" And then when I leaned forward, she grabbed it, started tugging it. I'm like, "Oh, no, it's attached. It's attached. Please let it go."
When I go out to eat, people like to stare at me and see how I'm gonna eat. I have fun waiting, watching all that, and I know I bring fun to them, and that's a lot of fun for me.
Once you start growing your mustache, you'll find that you start having more confidence in every aspect of your life. I joke around with people, but then it's like legitimately true. And you'll be able to talk to more people too, where they say, okay, here was my life before I had a mustache. Here's my life now. And you just go watch that upward trajectory because of that confidence that it exudes.
The longer the mustache got, the more my career accelerated. You not, right? Within like a 3-year period, I got 3 promotions, 3 raises. By the time I left that company, I was like the number 3 person in charge of all warehouse operations. And I strictly and strongly believe that is solely because of my mustache.
Like recently, I was just in Philly, and B.O.B. came up to me. He was just like, "Yo, bro, you inspired me to grow my mustache." You know what I mean? Shabuzi, we was at the Met Gala after party in GQ, and he was growing his mustache. He's like, "Bro, you inspired me to grow my mustache." So many doors will open for you when you start allowing your passion to become your purpose, so it can actually become your profession.
Once you get a mustache, and especially the handlebar mustache, people remember you. Millions of guys have a mustache, but once you put that curl on the end of it, you definitely are going to get noticed.
The most amount of views, I think, is at 98-point-something million on TikTok. It's still hard for me to wrap my head around that, because people are like, "Man, I love your videos." I'm like, I don't do anything in them. Like, I've never done anything other than just style my mustache. But people love seeing it, and I'm very fortunate to have reached the audience I have and be able to grow the community.
Ninja Warrior taught me that having a unique signature look makes you stand out. I found out my mustache was a marketing tool. You can't forget the guy that has a foot-long mustache. It's just not possible. I also found out it's a great conversation starter. So I've got to meet a lot of really cool people that I never would have met before. And so most people don't understand, but it's been one of the most beneficial things to my life in the last couple of years.
Each person's got to do their own journey. I didn't want to be that guy that was like, you have to do it this way, right? Because I didn't listen to other people. I watched what they did and adapted it for myself. Now it's like 65, 70 companies around the world will send me products, and I don't do reviews, right? I'll say, this is the product, this is how I use it, and then hit me up with the comments. I'll explain a little bit more. So it's been really nice. Been able to travel the world to go to different competitions. It's been pretty wild since the last time I shaved in 2018.
If I see somebody that's like, "Oh, I can't grow a mustache like that," I understand. Like, I have a lot of hair follicles on my upper lip. I also have a really tall upper lip. But it's not about trying to mimic what someone else has. It's about growing what you can and making the most of it. I just competed against Lucio, who is like the freestyle guy. And you look at his upper lip and his hair, there's not a lot there, but he makes it work.
Facial hair grows about 1/2 inch a month. So it's a long game. So a long mustache, this mustache probably would take about 16 to 18 months. I say grow a beard, hide the mustache. When you have just a mustache, you're typically trying to keep it clean as it grows out, and you wind up trimming in too far.
Honestly, it just starts one day at a time, right? Mine started with a no shave November. So I highly recommend, just letting it grow. I think all of us guys have gone through that stage where you got a couple months worth of growth, and then it's ready to shave it off. So first it's like just the goatee, and then maybe you got the soul patch with the Fu Manchu, and then next you take that off, and typically you're left with a mustache. And we all look in the mirror and we think, man, that's not bad. And then it's from that moment that you start to realize that there's some potential there. And then from there, you just keep going. And a great balm to start off with, a great mustache wax is really gonna help you get there.
Once I left the car business, I haven't shaved my lips since. I'm going on 7 years with it, and I love having a mustache. My dad had a mustache. My papaw had a mustache. I recently saw a photo of my great-granddad. His name was Marlin, and he had a mustache as big as mine.
I was one of those guys. I was like, there's no way I could ever grow out a mustache, dude. I could barely grow a beard. And what I would recommend is go buy some oils, get a good beard wash, start from there, and then see what that does for you.
I tried this product. I tried it and I was just like, it's cool, bro. You know, like, I sound black though, so this isn't for me, but thanks, you know, because the mustache was like white. It just made my mustache turn white. I think like 3 years later, Levi hit me again like, hey, I have a black one for you. I was like, yo, this is my guy. Like, he listened, you know what I mean? And that's brotherhood, like somebody that cares. And he sent it to me, and I've been using Black Magic ever since, you know? So I would love to see more of our people grow these mustaches and come to these competitions, because I'm literally like the only black person here, bro. That shouldn't be. If you're going to grow your mustache, black people, use death grip. I would say that, yeah.
My favorite wax is Bone Crusher. I can go to any climate and know that my mustache is gonna hold. Here's a little secret. This is from the competition on the 3rd. I have not washed this out. This is 3 days of Bone Crusher in my mustache. And I could probably go another 3 more and it would still look great.
My favorite death grip product? Well, it might be the new Defender mustache balm.
My favorite product is the Bone Crusher wax. That's actually what I'm styled up for.
For the last month, I've been just daily doses of Bone Crusher, and I found a great formula, man. It just works for me.
My favorite product is Sudden Death. So Sudden Death is a stronghold with easy no heat application. You can take it with you wherever you're at, while you're camping, out traveling. You don't have to rely on a heat source to apply, but it stays nice and strong.
Oh, Bare Bones, without a doubt. Bare Bones and Sudden Death is what I use. Those two together work amazing. It's an all-day hold.
Sudden Death. This has been one of the most versatile waxes that I've ever used. And I've used, I don't know, over 100 to 200 different waxes. It's a great combination of like beeswax, some pine rosin, and they add a little bit of beard oil into there to cut it so that it comes out as a no heat strong wax. So if you carry this in your pocket, it warms it just enough, you scrape out a little bit, it'll coat your fingers, it makes it pliable. When you put it in and it firms up by cooling down, it's very solid. I've used Sudden Death pretty much in every one of the championship titles. I'm a 3-time USA National Mustache champion, and currently the Hungarian #1 mustache in the world. And I use Sudden Death to help me achieve that.
I didn't wash my mustache off for like 3 days, and it stayed perfect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it holds. That grip holds in the heat, baby. Black Magic especially, so make sure you get that Black Magic. Ow.
With Sudden Death, I can jump out of the shower, blow the mustache, get it a rough curl, throw a little wax in there, and it'll hold up all day.